Today, we're in the herd with football. After a 1-0 start to the season, Coach Joe Sousan's Bison will be facing a stern challenge this week when they meet a very good Duquesne team on the road. He says that he not only wants to continue the team's strong defensive play from week 1, but to also be more effective offensively.
From an offensive standpoint, one of the focal points this week will be to score touchdowns in the red zone. You know, when you make a trip down in the red zone, you make a trip there for a reason, and getting there is the hardest thing. Sometimes you get there because your defense turns the ball over for you, but sometimes you get there creating a drive.
Coach Sousan says that his team must be ready for the Dukes.
They play a fast break offense, even though it's not a fast-paced offense in terms of no huddle, but They utilize their speed well. They spread you out, and they try to take advantage of their speed in space.
One group of defensive players for the Bison, which will be counted on to check the high-flying Dukes offense, will be the linebackers. And position coach Brad Fordyce says that group has always been good since he's been there.
I got here, Evan Byers and Lee Marvel, really were veterans, kind of helped me through the process in learning the defense, and they did a great job, performed really well. And then Ben and Mark really were learning from them at the same time as well, and came out as sophomores and really produced and did a great job. So, we talk about having a next man up mentality. Mark was down week 1, and Sam Chitty, a kid from Oregon, did a nice job week 1. He's going through some things right now, and Tommy has been a very versatile player for us. He's started at linebacker, he started at safety, he's done a lot of stuff for our football team.
Fordyce spent 7 seasons at nearby Susquehanna University, and he explained some differences between Division III and Division I.
A lot of it's just really the resources, the amount of time you get with your players. Having spring practice is something that's really big. Being able to spend that time with those guys in the spring with practice, meetings, just the preparation is a little bit different. But football is football. Cover 2's cover 2, cover 3's cover 3. But I think you just get more resources and access to the players, which is nice.
One of the linebackers that Coach Fordyce works with is Tom Bedolas. He'll be starting for Mark Piles on Saturday, and he says that starting a game requires some adjustments.
Yeah, it's definitely a little different. You're going to get a little more reps during practice.
Bedolas says that just like Marist, Duquesne will run an up-tempo offense.
Yeah, obviously it's a little tougher because you got to work on your conditioning a little more, and you're going to get a little tired, and you have to think a little quicker and more so on the run. But, we're working within practice, and I think we'll be fine.
The Bison and the Dukes kick it off at 6 p.m. on Saturday night at Rooney Field in Pittsburgh, and you can listen to all the action right here on BucknellBison.com.